Here's what we're going to find out. Forgiven people don't stop at relief, the relief of just being forgiven. They step into renewal by pleading for a new heart. That's number one. They step into renewal by pleading for a new heart. They plead for it. Create in me a clean heart, oh God. This create word, it's God language. It's the kind of creation that only God could do. Meaning, it's not that God just like, oh, let's just work on it a little bit. Let's add a little bit of oil. No, create a whole new thing in me, God. Create a new heart in me that loves and obeys your commands. Ezekiel eventually prophesied this new reality that if you're a Christian today, this is your inheritance. This was something they could see from afar, but now we have it. It's ours. We should bless God for it that we have it. Listen to this, Ezekiel 36:26. And I will give you a new heart, and I will put a new spirit in you. I will take out your stony, stubborn heart and give you a tender, responsive heart. And I will put my spirit in you so that you will follow my decrees and be careful to obey my regulations. God knows if anybody gonna fix it, it's actually gonna be God. God's the one who's gotta fix it. He's not gonna let us get the glory. And see, I think sometimes that's why we don't necessarily get victory every place we want it just automatically. Because there's a certain amount of just arrogance and pride that we would all have. Like, dude, if you just conquered all your sin today, you'd be like, well, dang, I'm pretty doggone good at this. Jeez, y'all kind of suck compared to me. He knows that would be bad for your soul, so he doesn't do it. He leaves some things where you're gonna have to lean on your beloved. You're gonna have to lean on him and say, God, I'm just not gonna get rid of this. If you don't change my heart and change the way I think and make me a new creature on the inside, I'm never gonna get past this. And so when he creates in us a new heart, guys, it's a renewed heart. It's soft to the Lord. It's not perfect, but it's sensitive to him. It's a heart that says, okay, it used to be that like I wanted to sin and then I'd have to force myself over to obedience. And now I find that the Lord just reversed it. Okay, now I want obedience and I still like sin, but I love obedience, meaning I used to not want to do what God wants me to do. Now I want to do what God wants me to do, even in these areas of poisoned soil. I can look at it now and say, no, dog, that's poison. I don't want that. I need to get away from that. Even as I mess up, I still know I want to get away from that. He's changing my desires. I want God more than I want sin. But it takes time. Do you know a lot of stuff in the Christian life takes time? It does. And you might think, I don't know why that is, because Jesus, like, he would just do things and it was done. Like, hey, Lazarus, get up. Like, he didn't have to pray for 7 days. Like, he just said it and Lazarus, hey, let's feed 5,000. Like, he doesn't have to, it doesn't seem like Jesus has to persevere in those prayers. So you might think, are his disciples just supposed to expect anytime they pray, it's just going to happen? You'd think that unless you read Luke 18, where it says, Jesus taught his disciples that they needed to pray at all times. And he gave them this example of this persistent widow. This gal that just keeps coming to this unrighteous judge saying, I need you to work on my behalf. I need you to weigh in. I need you to fix this problem for me. And he said, this judge doesn't give a rip about God or her, but he eventually, because she bugs him enough, he'll do it. He says, you, my disciples, my followers, you need to realize there's things that unless you keep knocking, unless you keep pursuing, unless you keep saying, God, give me justice, give me faith, give me deliverance from this, give me a new heart here on this spoiled plot of land. Unless you keep that up for a while, you're not gonna taste it the way that he would want you to. So I just want to submit to some of us. Is it possible, dear heart, God isn't frustrated with you? He's not frustrated with you, but he might be waiting for you to ask for what only he can give. Like you keep working harder and you're like, I will get these weeds out of here. He's like, I appreciate that, but no, you won't. Because you can't change hearts, including yours. You can try harder, but see, if you try harder, really on some level, you're still just reinforcing the mindset of a legalist. You're just thinking that you're right because if I get right enough, then I'll finally be okay. Now, you're already okay if you've trusted Jesus. He already made you okay. And now he's in the business, somebody say business. He's in the business of cleaning up this plot of land. So here's some suggestions if we're going to pursue God for a renewed heart in every different area that we need it. One might be to get specific. That means don't be vague with your prayers. Oh, God, would you help me would you help me with this sin? Would you just help me? He's like, I'm helping to not destroy you and like jack up your life already. I'm already helping you. I'm helping you a lot, but what do you want me to do? God, would you create in me a clean heart and renew a steadfast spirit within me with regard to my likelihood that I'm just gonna flip my lid out of nowhere. With regard to my desire, sometimes I see a way that I could play two people against each other and I just know that I could and I just do it. But God, would you create in me a clean heart that, here's what it is, doesn't wanna do that kind of a thing. So if you ever wrestle with lust, you say, God, would you make me the kind of man or the kind of woman that just wouldn't do that, that their heart doesn't go that direction. And when it does, it resists. Would you create that in me though, God, because I can't do it. Make me the kind of person who instead of being impatient, God, would you just get me through this trial? Like, why do I always have to have all these trials? Why do things always gotta be going wrong, God? Instead of constantly, God, why? Hey man, that's human and I get it, but also God, would you create in me a clean heart that just says, you know, dude, it's gonna happen when it's gonna happen. But I wanna be the kind of man or the kind of woman that just is more at rest, saying, God's gonna do what God's gonna do, and I'm just going to relax. And we can try, or we can say, Jesus, how about this plot of land right here? I'm so sick of this one. Let's start prayer toward that thing, and Jesus, start to empower me to just think the right thoughts, reflect on the right scriptures so that this little piece of land gets healthy so things can grow.